Imagine a time when Israel was under the crushing rule of the Philistines. This was the backdrop for the extraordinary birth of Samson in Nazarite, chosen by God to free Israel and endowed with unparalleled strength to do so. In a land crying out for a hero, the story of Samson begins with the Israelites once again falling from grace, and God handing them over to the Philistines for 40 long years, as told in Judges 13 verse 1. Enter Manoah and his wife, a couple grappling with barrenness. An angel appears, promising that they will have a son who will be Israel's next deliverer. This child, Samson, was destined to be no ordinary man, as foretold directly by an angel from God in Judges 13 verse 3. Like echoes of miraculous births from the scriptures, such as Isaac and John, Samson's promised arrival was to herald a new chapter for Israel. His life was to be set apart, marked by the Nazirite vow from even before his birth, demanding abstinence from wine and a life unshorn, as detailed in Numbers 6:1-5. As Samson grew, so did his strength, and the Spirit of the Lord began to stir within him, preparing him for his destiny to challenge the Philistines. However, Samson's life was far from straightforward. His journey was marred by personal failings and impulsive decisions, showcasing a man set apart by God yet wrestling with his human nature. Despite divine strength, Samson's heart often led him astray, leading him to love a Philistine woman, a liaison that went against his parents' wisdom and ultimately became a divine setup for confrontation with the Philistines, as narrated in Judges 14. The tale takes a darker turn as Samson's exploits lead to vengeful acts against the Philistines, including a spectacular display of strength where he slaughters 1,000 men with the jawbone of a donkey. But with great power came great vulnerability. Delilah, a woman whose name would become synonymous with betrayal, entered his life. Through manipulation and persistence, she discovered the secret of his strength, his uncut hair. This revelation led to his downfall, as his locks were cut while he slept on her lap, and with them, his covenant with God was broken. Captured, blinded, and humiliated, Samson was reduced to grinding grain in a Philistine prison, a stark reminder of the consequences of turning away from God. Yet, in his lowest moment, his hair began to regrow, signaling a nascent redemption and a stirring of divine mercy. In his final act, blind and bound, Samson called upon God one last time for strength and brought down the temple on the Philistines, sacrificing himself but achieving a posthumous victory that would be remembered through the ages. Samson's story is a powerful narrative of human fallibility and divine grace. It teaches us about the dangers of forsaking spiritual integrity for personal desire, but also about the potential for redemption through faith. Join us as we continue to explore the captivating stories of biblical figures whose lives still resonate today. Click here for the story of